Hey guys, I am coming on today to do a review of the Taraji P. Henson hair care line, TPH by Taraji. I was fortunate enough to work on set with these products and was gifted a few of them, and I've been able to use them on clients here in the salon, and I've used them on myself actually yesterday. I shampooed my hair, and this is just from the blowout. I haven't even flat ironed yet. I think as I'm getting older, my texture is changing and it's not as coily as it was, which that happens as you get older. Your texture does change. And I also got a wonderful cut to even out my side because my side was shaved and it grew back, and this was longer than this one. So my dear friend LaShawn, she's down the hall from me. She evened it out for me, and I love it. And it's just so healthy now because I was trying to hang on to the length. I was being a client, and I know I wasn't supposed to because I always tell clients to cut it off. Don't even save it. There's nothing to save. But, I love it. And again, this is just the blowout. So unless I did a really good job blowing my hair out by myself, I'll take it because I'm a professional and I should. So let's jump into these products because it's a few to go over, and I will tell you what I used in a minute. And I have some notes, so I'll be looking at my phone. So there are 4 categories in the Taraji line, TPH by Taraji, and I used well, it's the scalp care, which I'm definitely going to go over because I used it today and I love it. The cleanse and care line, that's all the shampoos and the conditioner. The repair care section, and the treatment and stylers. So let's go into the cleanse and care because that is what I used. I used the Honey Fresh, which is the clarifying shampoo with moisture, and it is this right now. It's this one here. And so before we get into that, let's talk about the packaging. The packaging on this is so luxurious. It gives me Orbe look. It gives me like just real expensive packaging. And from what I understand, there is nothing that's over $20 in the line. And so for it to have, there's nothing that's over $15, actually. I stand corrected. There's nothing over $15. And for it to have the same luxury feel as an Orbe product, and I have the Orbe texture line here, which I think I'll do a review on that too. But, the packaging is very similar in terms, it's similar in look, but with this octagon type shape, but as far as luxury, it is the same in luxury. This package feels wonderful. And this, let me go back and look at the price of this. This is the After Dark Overnight Mask. And this, it doesn't give me, it does. It's $14.99. So obviously the amounts are going to be different because this is $14.99 and this mask alone is like $55, almost $65, I think. So you're going to get more, but to see this in Target and to see it like so luxurious in packaging and it only be $15 and it works, it's like, Taraji, you did an amazing job because the mask is actually really good, but the packaging is just very unique. It's very luxury. It feels good in the hand. I love the caps. They don't just flip open like, it's very luxury. These caps, if you know anything about packaging is expensive. When I did my products, I had to go through packaging, and packaging is no joke. Packaging is what people see and how they feel it, and the fancier you get, the more expensive it gets. So I will say that these were the packaging is amazing. And let me just show you this. I'm going to talk more about this because I used it today and it was amazing on my client. But look at that. I haven't seen this before. This really targets into the scalp, and let me make sure it's not open. It targets into the scalp. It acts like a comb, and it feels wonderful. So this is the scalp wash, and then this is the conditioner, and this is how the sugar scrub goes on. It has the same similar kind of nozzles, but we're gonna get into that. So again, what I used was the Honey Fresh. Just find it. Yeah. So I used the clarifying shampoo with moisture, and I loved it. My hair felt wonderful. There was great slip to it. It didn't feel weighed down, and a clarifying shampoo is not supposed to weigh the hair down. It is supposed to take away any of the like sebum and debris that's on the scalp and also on the hair strands, and it will wash it all down without the hair feeling like stripped. But it really cleanses the scalp. But because it has the moisture in it, you are adding that moisture, because after you use a clarifying shampoo, you have to use a moisturizing shampoo to replenish that moisture that the clarifying shampoo took out. So the fact that it has that moisturizing element to it, I would still follow up, and I did still follow up with a moisturizing shampoo, but it didn't leave my hair feeling like, you know, straw, because it took all of the moisture out, and then I had to do so much work to put the moisture back in. So that felt wonderful on my scalp, and it made my scalp feel like, and you know, it's hard to kind of put that into words, like it's like my scalp felt like it was breathing, and I like that feeling. That means my scalp is clean, and I loved it. So I then followed up with I didn't get the other moisturizing shampoo, which I think I might just go and buy because I really liked it. But Make It Rain. Oh, no, not Make It Rain. Oh, no. So, yeah, I think that was it. I followed up with another shampoo just because I wanted additional moisture because my hair is so daggone dry. So then I used the co-wash. I used the co-wash as a conditioner. And I'm not a huge fan of co-washing because some people use co-wash as their shampoo. I used the co-wash as a conditioner, and I liked it. I did follow up with another conditioner. Oh, no, I didn't follow up with another conditioner because I used this. This was amazing. This is the After Dark Overnight Mask, and it says, okay, so listen, when the lights turn down, that's when the magic happens. After Dark is a melt in your hair overnight mask that provides deep moisture and love to your locks. This mask helps to optimize vibrancy, fortify strands, and shield hair against future damage. The perfect overnight scenario. So I didn't use it as an overnight mask. I used it as a deep conditioner. I put the conditioner on, dispersed it through my hair by combing it, and then I sat under the dryer with a processing cap and for maybe like 20 minutes. And when I tell you, when I rinsed out my hair was like new hair. Who this? It felt wonderful. It felt so good and moisturized, and that's what I love, and that's what I need, because everyone needs moisture, especially coily hair. But it felt wonderful, and it smelled. Now the smell, again, I said I am scent sensitive, so the smell kind of like, it was a lot, but it's something that doesn't linger. It dissipates, and it wasn't so bad. Yeah, it wasn't bad. It wasn't so bad. If, again, because I'm scent sensitive, for me it was overbearing, but then it faded off, so it wasn't as strong after, like, I rinsed it out. It didn't have my hair like really smelling the way it smells here in the packaging. So those are the products that I used. Today I used on my client, she has, and I have a picture that I will post on my Instagram. She has seborrheic dermatitis, and she needs to cleanse her scalp often. and we just came out of braids. She had two braids going back, and I have something like this scalp wash from another company that I use and I sell and I love, and to me it was the only product on the market that was a liquid exfoliator that really you can watch it break down the sebum and the dandruff on the scalp, until I found this. And that product is about $40 versus this product that I think is, not that I think because I can pull it up. This product is the Targeted Scalp Wash. It's $13.99. So, hello. It's a liquid. It goes on like a liquid, and you turn the cap, and you hear it click, and it comes out of the little spouts like that. And you can see, ooh, it's running down my hand, that it is a liquid. It is a clear liquid. It smells, so this doesn't have like that. It does kind of have that smell to it, but it's very light and very faint. And so let me close it back. So you take this and you put it in your target areas. A lot of people who have seborrheic dermatitis get buildup here. They get buildup back here, around the nape area, and then they also get buildup here in the scalp, in the back of the scalp, in the crown area. It's the occipital bone area. And so all I did was take it and just run it through her scalp, all over. I let it sit for a few minutes, and then I thoroughly massaged her scalp. So I gave her a scalp massage as well, and we sat and we talked for a few minutes, and then I rinsed it out. And it has witch hazel, eucalyptus, and tea tree oil. And you can use this to cleanse under a wig. You can use it for your weaves. You can use it for braided hairstyles, crochet braids. And it's easy application because you just use this comb. And I just thought this was just genius. Genius. It says it targets application right where you need it. And then afterwards, we use the tingling scalp conditioner. Again, another genius product. It smells wonderful. It's a lightweight conditioner. It's not too heavy, because the last thing you want after you cleanse your scalp is to put something heavy on it. And it seems like it's light enough to go on the scalp also. Yeah, it seems like it's light enough to go on the scalp. And again, I just parted her hair. After I've rinsed this out thoroughly and I shampooed her hair, I went back, and I have a video of that and I'll post it. And I just went through her scalp, and I didn't use a lot, because again, I didn't know if it would weigh her hair down, even though it's not heavy. And just massaged it through, and her curls were just like popping back in. Like, I would elongate it to comb it, and it would pop right back into a spring. And her hair just felt really light and airy and soft. And so this was these two products. This is the Tingling Scalp Conditioner, and this is the Targeted Scalp, I don't know if you can see that, Targeted Scalp Wash. Oh, Master Cleanse and Mint Condition. These three, and then the sugar scrub. I didn't really use the sugar scrub on her because I used this and we were doing other things, and I didn't want to, this would have added more time, because I really want to get into the scalp with this. But this is a sugar-based scalp and hair scrub. Again, the packaging. When I was on set, we were talking about how wonderful this packaging was, and I was talking to the young lady who helped design the packaging, and she was like, they've been working on this for a long time. But look at that. Look at that. Look at that. And it's not like grainy like a scrub would be. It's very soft. And it just smells wonderful. So I can't wait to thoroughly use this. But it's like balls. It's sugar. You can smell the sugar, you can smell peppermint in it. It doesn't feel sticky, it's very smooth, and it just rolls over the skin. Let me get a towel. I don't have a towel. All right, we just gonna wipe it in our hand. It just rolls over the skin, and that's great for the scalp because it's non-invasive. You won't put like little tiny hairline tears in the scalp, and there's really not that many, if I can think of, there's really not that many scalp scrubs on the market, and also that's going to have the packaging like this. If there is a scalp scrub, you have to take it out, apply it to the scalp, and scrub it in like this. You're targeting. And so these two, as a hair loss practitioner, as someone who loves the scalp, loves healthy scalps, will promote a healthy scalp before doing anything, because my tagline is the beauty of hair begins with health, and that health begins at your scalp and it begins at the root. These are my favorite. Out of everything in this line, in the Taraji line, these three are my favorite. There is another one that I did not get to try, but those three and the other one, I think it's the Ultra Chill, which is the energizing and cooling serum. It has the same packaging. It would be that right there. It has the same packaging. That, oh, amazing, amazing. Those, if I can get that last one, I'll be in heaven. So let's go through the treatment line. Okay, so this is the Real Love protein powered gel mask, and I've never seen a gel mask. I've never seen it in a package like this. It has the same scent. It has the same little flip top. This gives me a lot of, this is the Orbe, and this is the Taraji. So you get more. This is 6.8 ounces, and this is 8.45 ounces. And this is $15, excuse me, and this is, I want to say $45. And so they kind of look similar. It's still very luxury. The tap goes like this, whereas the cap on this one flips up like that. But you get more with Taraji than you get with Orbe, but this is a Taraji video. So it is a liquid kind of, not liquid, it is a jelly kind of creamy consistency, which I like. I have not tried this yet. I did use it on set before I realized that it was a mask and was like, oh, gotta take this off. But yeah, you are supposed to rinse it out. So I guess I'm going to try this because it says that you can, you apply to damp hair. No, I didn't use this one on set. There is another one that I use. It's a daily moisturizer. So yeah, you finger comb through the hair for even distribution, work it into your scalp, and leave on for 15 to 20 minutes, and then you rinse. And you can use it with a steamer, a hooded dryer, or a warm towel. Nice. So I can't wait to try this one. But this one is called Real Love. And again, it has the same scent, and it feels good. Everything. So here's what I was taught when I used to work at Bliss. I met with a luxury brand. I was a beauty buyer, and I met with a luxury brand, and their hair care products were expensive. And I don't remember what the brand was, but the chemist, it was made by chemists, and the chemist said that anything that you can use on your hair, you should be able to use on your hands. So if you try a product out and you put it on your hand, and you disperse it in your hands and it absorbs, that means it's a good product because it's going to do the same thing on your scalp. And all of these products, like I just, I put that sugar scrub on my hands and I went like this and it just dissolved. So that's a good thing. That means that it's going to work on your scalp. If it can work on your body, it's definitely going to work on your scalp, especially on your hands, because the palms of your hands are very similar. I'm not saying they're the same, but they're very similar to what is on your scalp. All right, so we're still in the treatment. This is the After Dark mask that I use. I told you about this one. It made my hair feel super duper soft. I did not use it as an overnight mask. I used it and sat under the dryer for maybe like 15 to 20 minutes, and it worked wonders. So I can't even imagine what it'll do if you wore it overnight and then rinse it out in the morning. So I might have to try that, because my hair, like, again, my hair feels very lightweight. This is just from the blow dry. I have not flat ironed it yet, and it just feels so light and airy, and it's not like sticking to my head. It just feels really good, and I really think that this is the cause of it. So that's a favorite too. And then this is the Glow Up, and I used this when I was on set. I used this with every young lady that sat in the chair, and this is a hair, scalp, and body product. It is a lightweight kind of, I don't even know how to describe it, because it's sort of like a, I don't even know how to describe it, because it, look how it comes out. Let's show you how it comes out. Oh, don't freeze up on me now. So it comes out like that, but then it like emulsifies in the hand. It has the same scent, so again, a little goes a long way. But it just, like, you can use it to tame flyaways. You can use it like if your hands are ashy. So it gives me, you can use it if your scalp is dry. Maybe like the Elizabeth Arden 8-hour cream. I don't know if that would be the right explanation for it, but it just, oh my gosh, I don't even know how to describe it. I'm just going to read it. It says, Glow Up instantly transforms your hair from basic to fabulous by enriching hair with a blend of essential luxe nutrients. This versatile, no-mess, semi-solid oil, that's what I was trying to say. A semi-solid oil can be used all over the scalp, hair, and body for a brilliant shine. I used it for a sleek ponytail, just to like put it in my hands and slick the ponytail back. The shine from that ponytail was beautiful. It was beautiful. That's all. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. Yeah, so Glow Up helps protect, seal, smooth, defrizz, soften, moisturize, and deliver a high glimmer, healthy glow without greasiness. And can we say hair oil upgrade? And that is what it did. It made the hair shiny but not greasy. It made it, it was still lightweight and airy, and it wasn't sticky. So this was a favorite. So this was definitely a favorite. And my hands, all day my hands were just so moisturized. So this is a favorite. This is a Glow Up. This is called Glow Up. The next ones that I have was the gel. This is called the Tough Cookie Styling Defining Gel. This was really good. It is very, very liquidy. It doesn't give you like, see, it doesn't give you like typical gel. So a little bit of this goes a long way. You have to know that a little bit of it goes a long way. So don't get heavy-handed like you would your Eco Styler gel, or your any like your Aunt Jessie's gel where you're globbing it in. That goes a long way, and you really have to manipulate your curl. You have to make sure that you are starting at the end and you're doing that raking motion, and you're doing small sections, and you're really watching the hair curl before you move on to the next section. That's what you should be doing anytime you apply any curly cream or curly gel or curly custard to your hair. If you're trying to do a wash and go, you have to make sure you see that hair curl before you go move on to the next section. And then you also have to use small sections so you can really saturate the hair with the gel. And because that is so liquidy, even it works wonderfully but a little bit goes a long way, and you have to be careful, because if you pull up too much, you're just gonna have a mess. So, and also the scent is strong. The scent is strong. I'm not gonna lie, the scent is strong, and for you to use so much, it might be overpowering to some people. Again, I am scent sensitive, but a lot of the scent smells dissipated, so it wasn't like it was making me truly, truly nauseous or giving me a headache. But nonetheless, a little bit of this goes a long way. You will be upset with yourself if you use too much. And, you know, because it's so liquidy and it absorbs pretty quickly, I don't think you can use too much, but you would make more of a mess than you would use too much. So that's tough cookie. This was a really good, that was a good product. Since we're in the purple family, and I got 2 of these, one I'm keeping in my purse because this is called Slick. It's an edge control in a tube, guys. It is an edge control in a tube. So you have to work it to get it to come up. Like this I've been using. This one is fairly new, so this one is not going to come up as easy. You see I'm pressing it and it's not coming up, whereas this one will come up with no problem. You have to work it in. I would say start at the bottom and just keep kind of maneuvering it. The best thing about this product is you can take as much as you need without contaminating your container. I took as much as I need, and it goes on. So it's one thing for it to be in a tube, right? It's one thing for it to be in a tube, and it's another thing for the consistency to be either too thick or too runny. This, I have my favorite edge controls in lists of like number 1 to like least favorite, but I'll still buy it if 1, 2, 3, 4 are not available. This is in my top 5, and it's about to be number 2, maybe number 3. It might, if I keep using it and I love the way the results are giving me, I might bump it up to 2. And if it continues to give me that, I might bump it up into 3. I'm going to do a video of my favorite edge controls, but this is becoming one of my favorites. Now, I waited until, again, I did not flat iron my hair, but I waited to do this video so I can try this edge control. And I'm not like, and I don't even have a comb. I don't do like calligraphy on my edges just because I don't think it's cute, but that's just me. So I will say, I'm going to grab a comb. I will say that if you use too much, it will flake. And if you use enough, I have an edge control. I get my little baby tresses, little edge control brush. Look at that. Okay, now I did a good. Y'all see these grays? Oh Lord, do y'all see these grays? Anyway, so I use my little baby tresses brush, which I need to clean. So yeah, a little goes a long way. You have to know. I always say you have to know your edges. You have to know how much your edges can take, and how much you have to put on. But if you use a lot, it will flake. That is something that I experienced, but all edge controls flake eventually, depending on the hair type. I would definitely use this for braids. I would use it for slick ponytails. I would use it for edges, but I have to get used to using it, you know, more familiar, I should say, with using it before I can say exactly. But to lay down some edges is great. To put on for like a braid, you would have to take the cap off though. If I can get the cap off, yeah. You would have to take the cap off and really get into that if you are using it for braiding. But other than that, I think this is great. I love the tube aspect. I love the fact that you use what you need and you don't have like that tub of edge control that you constantly got to put your finger in. I love this. It may be if you are a braider and you are someone who does like edges all the time, if you're doing like the frontals and you're laying the edges down, it might be wise for you to take the cap off of it just so you are not just kind of keep squeezing it. But for sanitary reasons, it works and I like it. And I have 2 of these, and I said one stays in my purse. So now I'm gonna go into the treatment. All right, so these 3 are actually really good. This is the hot commodity. It's called the Hardworking Heat Protectant. I used this today and yesterday, and I loved it. I typically use the Mizani leave-in conditioner, and I use this as my leave-in conditioner mixed with the Ride or Die, which is an actual leave-in conditioner. But this was really good. I personally don't like spraying wet stuff on before I flat iron hair. You can if you're far away and you missed it on. I personally don't like it. I have something else that I use that I've been using for a couple of years and it works. But I did give this a try and it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad at all. I just sprayed it through the hair before after I used the leave-in conditioner, and then I blew out the hair, and it worked perfectly. It smelled wonderfully. It helped dry a little faster too. But yeah, so it says it is, yeah, you can use it for blow drying and flat ironing. So, you know, any heat styling that you're doing, you can definitely use this. And this is called Hot Commodity. The next one that I really love is the Ride or Die Detangling Leave-In Conditioner. I use this on my hair, and I feel like that's why I was able to get it so straight and to get it blown out without feeling like it was tangling. And my edges are still laying down. Okay, I can't believe I got all these grays. Anyway, so I was able to get through blowing out my hair, and I really feel like it was because of this. Because this, it was smooth. It just allowed the comb to go through my hair without me feeling like, ugh. As much as I love to do hair, I love to do other people's hair. I've never liked doing my own hair. And because it's for the simple fact that before the texture started to change, it's very coarse here, and you know, to be doing this, I just don't have the patience, which is why half the time I have on a hat or a wig. But anyway, this is the Ride or Die. It's a leave-in conditioner. It's a detangling leave-in conditioner, and I love it. It was wonderful. It has biotin in it. It has marigold, spearmint, and ginseng. But biotin is healthy for the hair. It's healthy for the strands. So I did enjoy that. We're rocking with the same smell. But again, it all dissipates after a while, so it's not really strong. Like, the way that I'm sniffing them right now, it's like, okay, you need to stop. But it doesn't, like, stay in your nose, if that makes sense. So this one, I use this a lot on set. This is called the Guardian, and it is a curl refresher with City Shield. What's City Shield, you ask? It helps your hair flourish despite exposure to humidity and other environmental elements. Your ultimate defense I can't speak today. Your ultimate defense against frizz and style slayers. Ooh, but this was great. This, I worked with two curly hair models on set, and as the day was going on, you know, their curls were starting to drop a little bit, and they were tightly coiled curls, like we've defined them. And I took a little bit of water, mixed the hair with the water, and then followed up with this. Those curls were popping they pop like boop. I used it in here on a client who she had a curly wig that I cut and shaped for her, and then I saturated it with water, got those curls to pop, and then mixed it with this. Beautiful. It was so beautiful. So when I start using them some more, I'm going to start taking some pictures, because then I used it again on my cousin who got a curly weave, and mixed her down with some water and sprayed this on it, and those curls were popping. So it works well on weave, and it works well on natural hair, and this is a favorite too. So I have maybe like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 favorites, which is not bad at all compared. There are 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 products, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 favorites, almost 8 favorites of the line. So yeah, guys, that was, and I don't have all of them, so probably the 3 or 4 that I'm missing, those might be favorites too. So I'm thoroughly impressed with this line, Taraji. You did a wonderful job. She said it was like a 10-year process, and it took the young ladies that I was speaking to on set, it took them 2 years to put these products together, and it's an amazing job. The products are wonderful. They actually work. You can feel them working in your hair, and as a stylist, you can feel it working in your hand. I pay attention to a lot of products and how they feel on the client's scalp, and how they feel on the client's in my hand on the client's hair. So if it leaves the hair hard, it's like that's not good. But if it leaves it soft and manageable, and when you dry it, it's light and airy, and it's not just like stick straight, that is great product for you. And I will say kudos to the product development, the packaging, everything worked very well. The one thing that I did recommend is just a shine spray, because that's what I felt like I was missing on set. But other than that, that's what the what I do with my little favorite. Oh, here it is. This is what Glow Up is. But sometimes, you can't, like, especially with curls, if you get those curls defined, the last thing you want to do is go in with your hands and start trying to put emulsify some oil on it. A shine spray would just give you that mist of shine that you need. But other than that, I have no complaints. I really love the line. I think it's an amazing line. I'm so happy that it's mass available to consumers. It's under $15, so it's affordable. And again, the fact that there is a targeted scalp wash, I work with a brand, like I said, I work with a brand where they sell their scalp exfoliator, and I sell it here in the salon. I use it here in the salon, and when I tell you they do the same thing, and that one's $40 and this one is $15, and that is what I promote. I promote a healthy scalp, and I love it. So kudos to Taraji. Wonderful job. And I will come back with some more product reviews if that's what you guys want to see. And that's it. Have a great evening.